Hello, dear Cancer friend. How are you doing? I'm excited to have you here for your detailed tarot reading, relevant for the second half of April 2025. I've cleansed the energy here and meditated on your cards, tuning into the frequencies that align with your Cancer spirit. Let's begin by discovering the affirmation that calls to you most powerfully in this time. I embrace who I truly am. This phrase chose you, so whisper it softly or declare it boldly with me, allowing its calming essence to fill your being. I embrace who I truly am. I embrace who I truly am. Now let's get into your reading by drawing the three main tarot cards guiding these 2 weeks. We have Six of Wands, the Hermit, and Ace of Wands. Alongside these, we have the Oracle card, Sloth, from the Spirit Animal Wisdom deck, while your tea leaf fortune card is Fox. When I first see the Six of Wands, I feel a surge of uplifting energy coming through, a sense of victory, achievement, and public recognition. This card suggests that you might be stepping into a spotlight moment soon, whether it's in your personal or professional life. Perhaps you've been working hard on a project, or maybe you're finally getting that nod from a loved one or a colleague that you deserve to be celebrated. As a Cancer, you're naturally nurturing and sensitive, and this card shows that your caring nature, your intuitive guidance, and your quiet strength are finally being seen and appreciated. I wonder, have you noticed lately that people seem more open to acknowledging your contributions? Or maybe you felt a subtle invitation to share your talents with a wider circle. For instance, you might be the person who's always the first to lend an ear or offer a gentle word, and now that energy is coming back to you in the form of recognition. It could also be that you're experiencing a personal milestone. Maybe a creative project that you've poured your heart into is starting to pay off, or perhaps a community effort you're involved in is finally gaining momentum. Then we have the Hermit. This card introduces a different yet equally important energy. The Hermit calls for a pause, a quiet moment of introspection and inner guidance. It's like the universe is nudging you to take a little retreat from all the hustle and bustle to recharge your inner light. As a Cancer, you already have a rich inner world and a natural tendency to reflect on your feelings. But the Hermit is asking you to really lean into that, perhaps take a night or even a day to sit in quiet, away from the constant buzz of the outside world. Maybe there's a quiet spot in nature nearby where you can sit and think about what's truly important to you. Consider if there are any areas in your life where you feel overwhelmed or unsure, and let this card ask, could it be time to take a step back, to meditate or journal your feelings? Imagine the calm of a quiet evening, a gentle cup of tea in your hands, and the soft whisper of your inner voice guiding you through what you really need to let go of or hold on to. The Ace of Wands then bursts onto the scene with an exciting invitation to start something new, a spark of creative energy and passion that feels like a fresh start. This card is all about that powerful burst of inspiration that sets your heart aflame with new ideas. For you, Cancer, who's often in tune with the cycles of emotion and intuition, the Ace of Wands could be signaling that now is the time to take a bold step forward. It might be the moment to start a new creative project, to step into a new role at work, or even to invite a fresh energy into your personal relationships. Think about that idea you've been mulling over for a while, or perhaps there's a dream you've shelved because it felt too out there. This card is whispering, go for it. It asks you, what is it that truly lights you up? Do you feel the call to start something new? Or is there an old passion that's suddenly reignited? The Ace of Wands is here to remind you that every big journey starts with a single, passionate spark. Feeling a connection with this reading? Please help me with a like and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's bring in the Oracle card, the Sloth. I know the idea of a sloth might seem a bit counterintuitive at first, especially after the burst of energy from the Ace of Wands. But listen closely to its message. This card is all about a digital detox, about stepping away from the constant clamor of technology and the overwhelming pace of our modern lives. The sloth gently reminds you that sometimes, in order to truly recharge and get in touch with what matters most, you need to unplug, slow down, and reconnect with the natural world. This isn't about being lazy or not moving forward. It's about recalibrating your inner compass so you can see clearly what's important. Maybe you've been feeling bombarded by social media updates, endless emails, or the pressure to be constantly on. The sloth suggests that you take a moment, perhaps even a day or a weekend, to put down your phone, step away from the screens, and let yourself just be. Ask yourself, when was the last time you really disconnected and allowed yourself to breathe? Have you noticed that your thoughts have become jumbled, or that you're finding it hard to concentrate on what really matters? This card is a loving reminder to nurture your mental and emotional well-being by returning to the simple, grounding rhythms of life. And then there's the tea leaf card, the fox. This card brings a clever twist to the reading. The fox represents shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in areas like business or any area where strategy is key. It's like a nod from the universe that you have that inner cleverness, your natural ability to be strategic, to know when to take a risk, and when to step back and observe quietly. As a Cancer, you're known for being intuitive and sometimes even a bit protective, but this card is urging you to use that intuition in a strategic, almost crafty way. Maybe you've been navigating a tricky situation at work or in your personal life, and now the fox's energy is helping you see the hidden opportunities and the best moves to make. Consider this. Have you encountered any situations recently where thinking on your feet and using a bit of clever planning has helped you get out of a tough spot? Or maybe you're at a crossroads where a little extra cunning could help you make a decision that feels both safe and bold. The fox is a reminder that sometimes the best strategy is to be both bold and cautious, to know when to pounce on an opportunity and when to lie low and gather your thoughts. Now, when we weave all these cards together, the triumphant Six of Wands, the introspective Hermit, the inspiring Ace of Wands, the calming digital detox message of the Sloth, and the strategic shrewdness of the Fox, we see a picture that is rich in both energy and balance. The second half of April seems to be calling you to celebrate your achievements while also taking time for deep, introspective self-care. It's a time when the victories you've earned will shine through, yet there's also a gentle nudge to slow down and really consider what's next on your journey. For a Cancer whose heart is often filled with sensitivity and whose natural home is the sanctuary of home and family, this reading might be telling you that you have a lot to celebrate, but you also need to honor your need for rest and introspection. Perhaps you've been giving so much of yourself to others, nurturing, caring, and supporting, that it's time to also nurture yourself. The Six of Wands is that joyful public celebration that says, "Look how far you've come." It might be a recognition from a friend, a partner, or even your own inner voice reminding you of your worth. But then the Hermit and the Sloth remind you that you must take time away from the noise of everyday life. It's like being in the middle of a busy city and then suddenly stepping into a quiet, serene park. Both energies are important. They ask you, how often do you take a moment to really be alone with your thoughts, to meditate on your next steps? Is there an area of your life that might benefit from a pause, a digital detox, a quiet retreat, or even just an afternoon away from the hustle? And the Ace of Wands brings that extra spark of excitement. This is the moment when a new idea or passion could be ignited. Maybe there's a creative project you've been curious about, a new hobby you want to explore, or a fresh approach to an old challenge. The energy here is like a bright flame that can guide you through the darker, quieter moments. It's a reminder that after reflection comes action, that sometimes the best way to break free from a rut is to take that courageous first step, even if it feels a bit daunting. What new beginnings are you considering? Is there something in your life that's been waiting for a burst of creative energy? The slowness of the sloth and the cunning of the fox add layers to this picture. They remind you that while it's wonderful to feel excited and motivated, you also need to be mindful of how you move forward. The sloth's call for a digital detox is so important in today's world. It's about recalibrating, letting go of distractions, and really tuning into your inner wisdom. Think about a time when you were so caught up in the fast pace of life that you missed a simple, beautiful moment. Maybe it was a sunset that you glanced at too quickly because you were busy scrolling on your phone. The sloth invites you to reclaim those moments. And the fox, with its shrewdness and resourcefulness, suggests that once you've taken that time to really clear your head, you'll be able to make smarter, more intuitive decisions about your next moves. Have you been planning something important lately? Maybe there's a decision looming in your work or personal life that could benefit from a bit of cunning strategy. In the end, this reading is like a gentle conversation between your inner world and the outer happenings of your life. The Six of Wands says, celebrate your wins, while the Hermit and the Sloth whisper, take time to reflect and disconnect from the chaos. Then the Ace of Wands lights the path forward with fresh inspiration, and the Fox offers a clever, strategic nudge to help you navigate any tricky situations with grace. For a Cancer who naturally feels deeply and often has an inner sense of what is right, this blend of energies is perfectly balanced. It suggests that while you may be stepping into the light and receiving recognition, you also have the wisdom to know when to pause, recharge, and move forward with both passion and practicality. So, my dear Cancer friend, as you step into the latter half of April, consider this. Are you ready to embrace the victories coming your way while also honoring your need for quiet, restorative time? Do you feel that spark of new beginnings stirring within you, waiting for the right moment to burst into life? And can you see how stepping away from the constant noise of technology might open up space for genuine insight and creative action? Think of this period as a beautiful dance. One moment you're basking in the glow of your accomplishments, and the next, you're retreating into your inner sanctum to gather strength and clarity. The interplay between these energies is inviting you to trust that both celebration and introspection have their place in your journey. Imagine, for instance, a time when you might be invited to speak or share your creative ideas at work or in a community setting, only to later find a quiet evening perfect for journaling or meditating in the soft light of a sunset. Perhaps you've recently experienced a situation where your natural nurturing instincts were recognized and celebrated, and now there's a call for you to also nurture your own dreams. Could it be that a new project or relationship is about to take shape? One that asks for both your creative flair and your careful, considered planning? What small, everyday actions could you take that honor both your need for recognition and your need for rest? In blending these messages, the cards gently ask you to look at your life as a complete picture. The success and recognition of the Six of Wands aren't isolated moments. They're part of a larger tapestry that includes moments of reflection, new creative sparks, mindful disconnecting from digital overload, and the wise, strategic decisions suggested by the Fox. It's as if the universe is handing you a beautifully detailed map of the coming days, one where every part of you, your drive, your creativity, your introspection, and your cunning, has a role to play. I invite you to take a moment, perhaps after our reading, to close your eyes and breathe deeply. Let your mind wander through all these possibilities. Maybe even ask yourself, what victories in your life have you not yet celebrated? Where do you feel the need to pause and look inward? And what new beginnings are you most excited to ignite? The cards are here to help you see that all these moments are part of your beautiful, unfolding story. Remember, the energy of a Cancer is deeply intuitive and caring. These cards are mirroring that essence back to you, reminding you that every part of your journey is important. Every small step and pause is meaningful. So as you go forward into the second half of April, carry this message with you. Celebrate every win, honor every pause, welcome new creative sparks, disconnect when you need to recalibrate, and use your inner resourcefulness to navigate whatever comes your way. Life is offering you a rich blend of energy, both the high and the calm, the bold and the gentle, and it's all here to help you become the best version of yourself. Trust your instincts, trust your heart, and know that every part of you is working together in harmony. I hope you feel as inspired and ready as I do, and I can't wait to hear how you decide to embrace these energies in your life. Enjoy this beautiful, transformative time, dear Cancer, and remember that the universe is always speaking to you. It's up to you to listen. Imagine waking up to unexpected money flowing into your life. That's the power of the money wave. Don't wait, start manifesting wealth today by clicking the link in the description. Next up, we have the key theme of love and relationships. Your true love oracle card is chivalry, and the tarot card is Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is all about enjoying the good things that come from hard work, independence, and self-care. In a love or relationship context, it tells you that you're in a phase where you can appreciate your own worth and the beautiful life you've built. You might be feeling confident and secure, enjoying the comfort of your surroundings, whether that means a cozy home, a fulfilling job, or a rich inner life that radiates warmth to those around you. This card is a celebration of your self-sufficiency, a reminder that you don't need to rely on anyone else for your happiness, though sharing that happiness with someone can only make it sweeter. It asks you, have you taken the time to savor your personal successes lately? Do you feel proud of what you've accomplished and the secure life you've created? Now let's bring in the Oracle card, Chivalry. This card is a call to invite a refined, respectful energy into your relationships. It speaks to both the chivalrous qualities you might embody and those you can attract in others. Chivalry here isn't about old-fashioned or superficial gestures alone. It's about genuine integrity, courage, and a protective, nurturing spirit. For the love seeker or someone already in a relationship, this card highlights the importance of mutual respect and appreciation. If you're a woman, it might be suggesting that you look for or invite a partner who shows you that kind of gallant care, someone who not only opens doors, but also genuinely supports your dreams and recognizes your strength. If you're a man, it might be a nudge to show those qualities yourself, offering both support and a loving challenge to your partner to grow together. Ask yourself, in what ways do you feel nurtured in your relationships? Is there space to invite more respect and integrity into your interactions? When we blend the energy of the Nine of Pentacles with chivalry, we see a vision of relationships that are both grounded and uplifting. Picture a scenario where you're enjoying your own company and achievements, feeling secure in your own skin, and then a partner comes into your life with a kind of noble, protective energy. A partner who respects your independence while offering a deep, supportive bond. Imagine the joy of sharing a quiet dinner at home, where both of you have earned your self-reliance and now choose to come together, sharing not out of need, but from a place of mutual admiration and respect. Think about that friend or partner who makes you feel truly seen, not by imposing on you, but by recognizing your strengths and allowing you to flourish on your own terms. This combined reading carries over the themes from our general reading of celebrating achievements and stepping into new beginnings. The Nine of Pentacles encourages you to keep celebrating your personal wins. It tells you that the love and stability you find within yourself is a magnet for quality relationships. And then, chivalry steps in as a gentle reminder that while you're enjoying your own success, it's also important to open your heart to those who can complement your journey with integrity and care. It's like having a lovely conversation with a dear friend who not only applauds your accomplishments, but also invites you to share the warmth of companionship in a way that feels respectful and nurturing. Maybe you've been in a situation where you felt a bit isolated, relying too heavily on your independence. Or perhaps you've been so busy celebrating your personal victories that you haven't made room for deeper connection. Now might be the perfect time to ask yourself, how can you blend your sense of self-sufficiency with a welcoming openness to chivalrous gestures? Do you see opportunities to add a little extra courtesy and care into your daily interactions? Consider if there's someone in your life, a friend, a partner, or even a new acquaintance, who might benefit from a little extra recognition of their integrity. Could you be the one who leads by example, opening the door not just physically, but emotionally for a more enriching connection? In the practical, day-to-day world, this might mean planning a date that feels both special and low-key. A walk in a beautiful park where you both appreciate nature, or a quiet evening where the conversation flows freely, enriched by the comfort of mutual respect. It's a reminder that the best relationships are those where both people can stand on their own, yet choose to come together to build something that's more than the sum of its parts. They balance self-reliance with shared warmth, just like the energy the Nine of Pentacles offers, paired with the noble call of chivalry. So, as you look forward to the rest of April, let this reading gently guide you. Enjoy your personal victories and the security you've built, but also be open to inviting relationships that bring in a respectful, chivalrous energy. Ask yourself, in what ways can you celebrate your independence while also creating space for deeper, more meaningful connections? How can you, or the one you're drawn to, bring a little more gallant care and mutual respect into your daily life? These cards are inviting you to a beautiful dance, a dance where your inner strength and your desire for genuine, respectful connection meet in a harmonious embrace. Embrace this moment, dear Cancer, and let the combined energies of self-assured independence and heartfelt chivalry pave the way for fulfilling love and relationships. Next, let's explore possibilities for your career and education. Your Dreamweaver's Oracle card is Only Weavers Know the Time, and the Tarot card is Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is such a powerful card when it comes to career and education. She radiates confidence, creativity, and a warm, energetic presence that lights up any room she enters. In the realm of work or study, this queen is saying that you have all the qualities needed to take charge of your goals. Whether you're pushing forward in your career, starting a new project, or diving into further education, this card suggests you're in a phase where your natural talents are shining. It's like having that extra boost of energy that makes you feel unstoppable. Whether you're presenting an important idea at a meeting or simply tackling a challenging assignment with a fresh perspective. I wonder, have you recently felt that spark of inspiration at work or school? That moment when you just know you're on the right path? The Queen of Wands encourages you to lean into that feeling, to be bold in your ambitions, and to allow your creative flair to guide your decisions. Now turning to our Oracle card, Only Weavers Know the Time. The message here is all about releasing your need to adhere strictly to your own timetable. This card is a gentle reminder that the universe doesn't always operate on our schedules. Instead, the Dreamweavers are working behind the scenes, adjusting the threads of fate on a cosmic loom that doesn't always match our expectations. In the context of your career or education, this means you might sometimes feel rushed or worried that you're not advancing quickly enough. Perhaps you've been stressing over deadlines, promotions, or grades, thinking that you need to hit a certain milestone by a specific date. The Oracle tells you to let go of that pressure and trust that everything is unfolding in its own perfect time. Think about times when you've tried to force progress and ended up feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you've taken on too many projects or pushed yourself too hard academically. Ask yourself, what might happen if you allowed yourself to follow the natural rhythm of your journey instead of imposing a strict timeline? The message here is clear. Step back, breathe, and let the Dreamweavers do their work. The universe is gently reminding you that when you release the need to control timing, you open up space for serendipity and joy in your professional or educational pursuits. When we combine the vibrant energy of the Queen of Wands with the relaxed, trusting vibe of the Weaver's message, we get a beautiful balance. On one hand, you're encouraged to be proactive, confident, and creative in your career or studies, just like the Queen of Wands, who leads with passion and purpose. On the other hand, you're reminded that while it's great to be driven, it's equally important to trust that things will happen when they're meant to. Picture yourself in a situation where you're excited about a new job opportunity or a new course of study, ready to channel that fiery, energetic spirit. At the same time, there might be moments when progress feels slower than you expected. Instead of feeling frustrated or pressured, you can remember that the universe has a bigger plan for you. This dual message is all about balancing ambition with patience. It asks, can you see a way to push forward with confidence while also giving yourself permission to pause and let the natural flow of timing guide you? For instance, maybe you've been eyeing a promotion or considering a career shift, but you've also been feeling a bit anxious about whether the timing is right. The Queen of Wands tells you that you have the talent and drive to succeed, so why not take bold steps toward that goal? Yet, when things don't happen as quickly as you'd like, the Oracle card reassures you that it's perfectly okay. Sometimes the best opportunities take a little longer to come to fruition. Or perhaps you're returning to school or considering further education, feeling both excited about the knowledge you're about to gain and worried about juggling studies with other responsibilities. In that case, the Queen of Wands inspires you to embrace your inner leader and creative problem solver, while only weavers know the time reminds you to be gentle with yourself, knowing that each lesson and achievement will come exactly when it's meant to. This reading also ties beautifully into the overall energy we discussed for the latter half of April, a time of both celebration and introspection. Just as the general reading invites you to recognize your achievements and take time for self-reflection, here you're being encouraged to celebrate your capabilities in career and education, while also trusting that the timing of your dreams is divinely orchestrated. It's a call to trust that your ambition and your natural creative power, much like the Queen of Wands' radiance, will eventually align with the perfect moment for your dreams to manifest. So as you continue through April, ask yourself, how can you harness your inner fire and creativity in your work or studies? And where might you need to let go of the urge to control every detail of timing? Can you see the beauty in allowing your career or education to unfold at its own pace, even as you pursue your goals with all the confidence of the Queen of Wands? The cards are inviting you to find that sweet spot between determination and trust, between active pursuit and serene acceptance. Embrace this balance, dear Cancer, and let your natural brilliance shine as you move forward on your unique path. And now, let's check out prospects for your personal and spiritual growth this week. Your self-care wisdom oracle card is Mind, and the tarot card is the Emperor. The Emperor is a card of authority, control, and order. When this card appears in a reading, it signals that you are in a position to create stability in your life. Whether that means setting clear personal boundaries or establishing a disciplined spiritual practice. It's like the foundation of a strong home, where everything is arranged just right. For your personal growth, the Emperor suggests that you have the inner power to take charge of your life, to set the rules that keep you grounded, and to organize your daily routines in a way that truly supports your well-being. Perhaps you've been feeling a bit scattered or overwhelmed by life's chaos, and now is the time to step into a role where you're the one steering the ship. Ask yourself, are there areas in your life where you need to take more control, maybe by setting up a daily ritual or a plan that gives you structure? It might be as simple as deciding to wake up a bit earlier to enjoy some quiet time, or as significant as reorganizing your workspace or living area to better reflect your inner order. On the spiritual side, the Emperor's influence can be equally powerful. It encourages you to build a spiritual framework that supports your growth, a structure that helps you remain consistent in your practices, whether that's meditation, prayer, or any form of inner work that grounds you. The Emperor whispers to you that true spiritual growth often comes from a place of inner discipline and clear boundaries. It reminds you that while life can be unpredictable, you have the power to create a sanctuary within yourself, one that remains unshaken by the outer world. Think about a time when you felt most at peace, perhaps during a quiet walk in nature or while journaling your thoughts. What if you could bring that sense of order into your daily routine? The Emperor is urging you to consider, how can you design your personal and spiritual life so that both can flourish through a balanced blend of structure and freedom? Now let's bring in the Oracle card, Mind. This card, with its simple yet profound message, tells you that you are the master of your inner world. It's a gentle reminder that how you choose to react to external events is entirely up to you. Cultivating a calm inner state is the key here. No matter what challenges or changes come your way, you have the power to decide how deeply they affect you. Whether it's the noise of the outside world or the everyday stress of work and relationships, this card is saying, take a breath, center yourself, and choose your response. In both personal and spiritual growth, the idea of nurturing a calm inner world is central. It means developing resilience, a kind of inner fortress where peace and clarity reside. Think of it like tuning your mind to a quiet radio station, where all the static fades away and only the clear, soothing melody of your true self remains. Ask yourself, when faced with stressful situations, how often do you take that moment to center your thoughts? Could you benefit from practices like deep breathing, meditation, or simply taking a pause to reflect before reacting? When we blend the energy of the Emperor with the message of mind, a beautiful narrative unfolds. On one level, you're being invited to establish a strong, orderly foundation in your life, a place where your personal growth is nurtured by clear intentions and disciplined actions. At the same time, you're encouraged to maintain a calm, centered mind that allows you to rise above the fluctuations of the external world. Imagine building a daily routine that includes moments of quiet reflection, where you set clear goals for the day but also give yourself the space to breathe and adapt. The Emperor supports your efforts to create structure and order, while mind ensures that, even in that structure, you maintain a serene inner state. For example, you might be considering taking a course or starting a new project that challenges you to step into a leadership role. The Emperor would cheer you on by affirming your capability to lead with confidence and discipline, suggesting that you set up a clear plan of action. At the same time, mind reminds you to stay centered through the process, maybe by starting each day with a meditation or a moment of reflection, so you remain grounded even as you push forward with your ambitions. Alternatively, on a more personal level, perhaps you've been feeling the need to address certain emotional patterns or beliefs that have held you back. The Emperor's energy can guide you to structure your approach, perhaps through therapy, self-help practices, or a disciplined journaling routine, while mind encourages you to nurture your inner calm, ensuring that this journey inward is both healing and empowering. This dual energy ties back beautifully to the overall theme of the second half of April we discussed earlier, a period that invites both celebration and introspection. While you've been encouraged to enjoy your achievements and new beginnings in the general reading, here you're reminded that lasting growth, whether personal or spiritual, comes from a balanced combination of strong inner discipline and a calm, reflective mind. It's about knowing that you hold the reins of your inner world and that, no matter what external changes occur, you have the power to remain steady and true to yourself. So, dear Cancer, as you move forward into the rest of April, consider how you can harness the strength of the Emperor to create a structured, supportive environment for your growth, while also embracing the calming wisdom of mind to keep your inner world peaceful and centered. Ask yourself, what small changes in your daily routine can help you build a stronger foundation? How can you cultivate that inner calm in the face of life's ups and downs? The cards are inviting you to explore these questions, to take one deliberate step at a time, and to remember that your personal and spiritual growth is a journey guided by both structure and serenity. Embrace this balanced approach and watch as it transforms your inner and outer worlds in beautiful, harmonious ways. I'm feeling a warm, uplifting energy as I connect with all the messages coming through for you this second half of April. There's a sense of balance and opportunity in the air, a kind of dance between celebrating your hard-earned achievements and taking the time to nurture every part of yourself. It feels as if the universe is gently reminding you that every aspect of your life, whether it's your personal wins, your creative sparks, your love life, your work or studies, or even your inner world, is interconnected, guiding you to a richer, more fulfilling experience. You might notice that life is offering you moments of recognition and excitement, like a nod for your hard work and the promise of new beginnings. Imagine feeling appreciated for something you've been working on, a project at work, a creative idea, or even just the simple act of caring for yourself and others. It's as if you're being invited to step into a spotlight, not because you need validation, but because your efforts and energy deserve to be celebrated. At the same time, there's a whisper urging you to pause and reflect, to take those moments of stillness and let them fill you with a deep sense of purpose. Think about a time when you felt so busy that you almost missed the beauty of a quiet sunset or a peaceful moment with a friend. Now is a gentle reminder to reclaim that space for yourself. In your relationships, there's a blend of self-sufficiency and mutual care, a chance to enjoy the rewards of your own strength while also welcoming a respectful and supportive partner into your life. Picture a scene where you're enjoying your favorite evening at home, feeling secure and confident, and someone special shows up with an unexpected kind gesture, a warm smile, a thoughtful word, or even just a simple act that tells you they truly see you. It might be a date that feels both comfortable and exciting, or a friendship where both of you feel uplifted by genuine care. Have you been wondering how to blend your independence with a little extra warmth and attention? Perhaps this is the perfect time to let those gentle, chivalrous energies brighten your connections. On the work or study front, there's a powerful message about embracing your creativity and taking charge of your own journey. It's like you're being encouraged to lead with both passion and patience, to trust that while you're full of ideas and energy, the timing of each step is being lovingly orchestrated behind the scenes. Maybe you've been stressing about deadlines, or feeling like you need to hit a certain milestone by a specific time. Imagine instead that each step you take, no matter how small, is part of a larger, beautifully woven plan. Think of it like planting a seed. You water it, you nurture it, and even if you don't see it bloom immediately, you trust that the right moment for growth is on its way. And when it comes to personal and spiritual growth, there's a strong call to build a secure inner space while keeping a calm, mindful heart. Picture yourself as someone who not only stands firm in your beliefs and routines, but also takes time to breathe deeply and let go of stress. Maybe you felt the need to organize your life or to set some healthy boundaries, and at the same time, you've been reminded that your inner peace is your greatest treasure. It's like creating a sanctuary within where, regardless of the outside noise, you remain centered and strong. Have you thought about starting your day with a moment of meditation or a quiet reflection to set the tone for a peaceful, focused day? All these messages blend into one beautiful tapestry, urging you to embrace who you truly are. It's a reminder that life isn't just about pushing forward or waiting for the perfect moment. It's about celebrating your victories, pausing for reflection, and trusting that every part of your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. In everyday moments, you might find yourself in a situation where you receive unexpected praise at work, reconnect with an old friend who brings warmth into your day, or simply experience a moment of clarity that helps you navigate a challenging decision. These are the threads that weave together a picture of a life rich with potential and meaning. I sense that as you move into the latter half of April, you are stepping into a time of empowerment and harmony. Trust that your inner strength, your creative spark, and your capacity for deep, meaningful connections are all aligned to help you thrive. Your journey may have its ups and downs, but remember that every moment is a chance to celebrate, to learn, and to grow. Embrace your accomplishments, be open to the unexpected, and allow yourself the freedom to be both bold and calm. There's a beauty in the way life unfolds when you trust in your own worth and in the timing of your dreams. So go forward with a heart full of confidence and a mind open to the wonders of each day. Let every experience remind you that you are exactly where you need to be, that every small step is part of a grand unfolding story. Embrace who you truly are and know that the universe is cheering you on every step of the way. Enjoyed this reading? Please like the video and subscribe to the channel to never miss another reading.